Mr. Murid Baloch, can you share with us what are your thoughts at this moment when we see that atrocities, in a way, the offensive has intensified in Balochistan to an alarming degree after we've reported vandalism and now a Baloch leader's house under siege?
Absolutely. It's a devastating situation happening right now in Balochistan. As we speak, it's been 3 days that Pakistani security forces have seized Turbat, a house in Turbat, where women and children as young as 2 years old and 5 years old are under siege, where no media person is being allowed. The entire people of Turbat are not being allowed to ask about their well-being. And the military operations has recently intensified in Balochistan right after Mr. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's statement on Balochistan. So you got to understand that Pakistani army is taking all this offensive against the Baloch people by calling them Indian and raw agents.
Right.
So in this scenario, it's a human rights violation right happening all across Balochistan, especially Dera Bukti, Mashke, Awaran, Makran, Gwadar, and other areas is a matter of huge concern. And we have been receiving all these reports where the Pakistanis are picking up the finest of all professionals, students, doctors, lawyers, you name it. Whoever can talk about the Baloch people, whoever has a little to 1% of knowledge on what's happening is being targeted. On the other hand, you have the Chief Minister of Balochistan, Salawat al-Zahri, who is the head of his own private militia running a death squad, and he is involved in mass human rights violations, like being in the right hand of army. So yeah, it is pretty much a very, very concerning and disturbing situation happening in Balochistan right now.
Right. Murid Baloch, many thanks for giving us the latest situation there in Balochistan. We also spoke to Abdullah Baloch, who's the General Secretary of Human Rights Movement in Balochistan. Let's listen in.
Today's protest was against the siege of Mr. Rauf's house, which was under siege for last 2 days. Neither any human rights activists were allowed, nor his family members were allowed to visit the house. We have no any news what was going on in there. It was surrounded by forces and was not no a single one is allowed to visit them. And as per our records, for your second question, the government itself announced that from last December till now, more than 13,500 people were abducted and more than 336 people were killed, as per government announcement. And with the data which we collected, that more than 1,000 people were gone missing in this year only, and more than 150 people who died were killed by the forces in last 7 months.